Temperatures outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the Big Red Siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. DJ Dallas now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago. And he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Now Murray to throw on second down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Back deep for Carolina, that's Jimmy Horn Jr. So the Panthers led out by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Shaky rookie year, but the back end of his second year, Greg, very effective for the man who was the #1 overall pick out of Alabama in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Tackled there by Matt Wilson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Young. That's to the receiver, Horn. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Open man is Horn. It's complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. he's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cardinals offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard. On the zone read, given to Conner. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle, gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Right back to Wilson, he's got it again. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
14 yards. That's good for a Cardinals.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run it here, and it's Conner. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
A
goal.
loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Conner. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Murray, picked off by J.C. Horn.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
Panthers football to begin this second quarter. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. As we are ready to get back underway. A 2nd down throw for Young. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
It's a zone read given to Hubbard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw. Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Carolina.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Darren Browning. He gets into drop-in. It's a loss of 8.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, Young. The coverage too good downfield. He'll wind up taking him down. Darren Browning getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here's Sam Martin now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cards offense ready to see what they can do. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Murray.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll go again here to Connor. Out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 35 yards.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in.
And he's in! Kyler Murray! Touchdown, Cardinals! The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals 7, Panthers nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Here's Young to throw. That's to the left side. Hauled in by Leggett. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's going to be third. They need one. They try to run for it with Hubbard. First down and more past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
Here's 2nd and 2. Young. Throw across his body is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers are on the board just before halftime.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Horn now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The motion man here is Mitchell. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here with Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was brought down by Max Melton. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Now Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And he gets this up close to the 40. Josh Sweat there on the tackle.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Hubbard. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Calais Campbell up there to make the stop. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Third and 6. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Hunting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Cardinals offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On first down, it's Murray. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's an Arizona first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That's caught downfield by McBride. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big gain for Arizona. 33 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Panthers 3.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That is hard. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He'll step up and run. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, it's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion.
The Panthers.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Cardinals 14, Panthers 11.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Murray. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Murray. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Again, it's Murray, who outs another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. To throw again is Murray. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cardinal.
A big one here in the 4th quarter. 41 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
The 6-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing Murray. This one caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Trey McBride. goal. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Extra point now by Riley. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Horn now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Panthers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. The motion man is Sanders. A second down throw for Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got a man! That's McMillan! And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Carolina.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Young to throw on first down. They'll go right back to McMillan. Complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He takes off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brings up second down.
They'll drop to throw. There he goes again. And he will score! Bryce Young, touchdown, Panthers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Panthers 18.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll work Connor in the middle here. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the Cardinals. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory.